How's it going, folks? Yesterday's Champions League fixtures did not fail to deliver, so no wonder why we are waiting for today's blockbuster clash between Newcastle United and PSG. Share your predictions in the comments below, click on the like button, subscribe, and let's get the show on the pitch. Highly rated right back Jeremy Frimpong has committed his future to Bayer Leverkusen by signing a contract extension until 2028, the press service of Die Werkzelf reports. For the first time since 1986, Manchester United lost 6 of their 10 opening matches of the ongoing season. AS Roma are considering sacking Jose Mourinho and replacing him with former Tottenham head coach Antonio Conte, Sport Media Set understands. Jude Bellingham scored 8 goals and provided 3 assists in his first 9 appearances for Real Madrid in all competitions. Former Paris Saint-Germain manager Christophe Galtier is set to replace Hernan Crespo as head coach of the Qatari side Al Duhail, Fabrizio Romano claims. Bayern Munich's ace Mathis Tel already has 7 goal contributions in 10 matches this season with 6 goals and 1 assist. The injury of Liverpool forward Cody Gakpo picked up against Tottenham Hotspur will not keep the footballer out of action for long. He's expected to return to the pitch after the international break, The Athletic assures. Former Olympique Marseille coach Igor Tudor is offered to take Lazio job, thus succeeding their current manager Maurizio Sarri. Barcelona sporting director Deco wants to change the club's transfer policy, refusing to recruit players over the age of 30, Diario Sport reports. Shakhtar Donetsk launched a legal case to FIFA against Lyon regarding Brazilian right-winger Tate's loan to Leicester City in January. The Ukrainian club claims that the kid received a financial benefit from the deal while the footballer was still under contract with the minors. Marco Reus will definitely not end his career after this season. He wants to extend his contract with Borussia Dortmund for another year, Bild reports. Former Chelsea coach Frank Lampard is among the candidates to be appointed as the head coach of Rangers. VAR? Eliminated completely. I don't mind the goal line technology at all. I think it's great in my opinion, but other than that, I know it's one of those things where if it goes for you, you love it. If it's against you, you hate it. But just overall as a fan, I think we are better off without it. AC Milan winger Christian Pulisic is quoted as saying by the Daily Mail. Atletico Madrid intend to renew Diego Simeone's contract until 2027. The parties hope to complete the deal throughout the next international break. PSG continued to monitor AC Milan goalkeeper Mike Mignon, according to Calciomercato. Jadon Sancho could return to Borussia Dortmund on a loan deal. The Manchester United midfielder is in contact with the Hornets manager Edin Terzic, according to Sky Germany. Neymar scored his first goal for Saudi Al Hilal in the AFC Champions League tie against Iran's Nasaji Mazandaran. Arsenal have targeted RB Leipzig forward Lois Openda. The player's contract includes a release clause worth £70 million, which can be activated only in 2025, notes German reporter Philipp Hinte. The contract is the least of our considerations. Lautaro Martinez has found maturity in being recognized as a captain and a leader. In my view, he still hasn't reached the peak of his career. Now he's a small champion who has many more years ahead of him to become a full champion, said Inter CEO Beppe Marotta. Toni Kroos made his 100th Champions League appearance for Real Madrid. Kim Min-jae brings a factor of uncertainty for Bayern. I have nothing against the player, but he has not yet lived up to expectations, given what he did while he was in Italy. Sky Sport reported the words of former Bayern Munich player Lothar Matthäus. Cristiano Ronaldo has been selected as the Saudi Pro League's Player of the Month for the 2nd time in a row. During September, Al Nassr captain succeeded to score 5 goals and deliver 3 assists. RC have not lost any of their last 6 Champions League games in which they have conceded first. Only Manchester United have had a similar streak in the tournament, going undefeated for 8 matches, from March 1998 to September 1999. Manchester United have conceded 18 goals in 10 matches in all competitions this season, their most after 10 games of a campaign since 1966-67, Opta notes. Juventus are considering the signing of Real Madrid defender Lucas Vazquez. His contract with the Whites expires in the summer of 2024. I'm sure that Real Madrid could be one of the clubs that would like to sign Davies. There are several Premier League clubs too. They all want to have one of the best left backs in the world. We'll see what happens. 365 Scores quoted Alphonso Davies' agent Nick Housen as saying, "The difference between Barca and Atletico can be seen in everything, in the team, the club. You can see the way Barca plays compared to Atletico. It doesn't mean that Atletico's way is bad, but I adapt better to Barca's game," Joao Felix says. Yesterday, we saw the first batch of Champions League Matchday 2 games. The results are in front of you. Let's have a brief rewind of yesterday's most intriguing battles. Inter toppled Benfica 1-0 thanks to an accurate shot from Marcus Thuram. Copenhagen turned out to be a tough opponent for Bayern, but the Munich side still picked up their 3 points with 2-1 on the scoreboard, thanks to goals by Jamal Musiala and Mathys Tel. RC Lens had a sensational victory against Arsenal in London with 2-1, but Galatasaray's away victory over Manchester United turned out to be even more shocking. Even Rasmus Højlund's brace did not help the Red Devils to succeed, 3-2 in favor of the Turkish team. And finally, in the last evening's main event, Real Madrid withstood Napoli 3-2. Goals from Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Federico Valverde were enough to make the difference clear. Alright, we are moving on to the main news of the release. Barcelona and Manchester City are interested in securing Xavi Simons next summer, though Paris Saint-Germain are unwilling to let their player go, 90 Min reports. PSG surprised everyone by re-signing Simons this summer. The Ligue 1 champions took advantage of the buyback clause written in the footballer's contract with PSV Eindhoven, convincing the Dutchman to join their project for the second time. Right after his PSG return, Simons was sent on loan to RB Leipzig, and now the prospect is doing great in the Bundesliga. However, while Simons continues to shine in the Red Bulls camp, various big clubs are already interested in securing his services, namely Manchester City and Barcelona. Given Simons' current shape, PSG could demand a huge fee in case they decide to sell their attacking midfielder. Nevertheless, the Red and Blues are in no hurry to let their starlet go, as they see him in their plans for next year. Chelsea have compiled a list of 4 forwards the club plans to pursue in the upcoming transfer window. Napoli striker Victor Osimhen is considered the best option, with the Nigerian likely to leave Serie A to pursue a new career challenge in the English Premier League. Another performer on Chelsea's shortlist is Ivan Toney. The Brentford leader took the 3rd place in the Premier League's top scorers list in the 2022-23 season, behind only Erling Haaland and Harry Kane. Toney has recently changed his agent, hinting at his strong desire to get promoted. The Blues are also looking for young Brighton talent Evan Ferguson, while the latest player under consideration by the pensioners is Feyenoord goalscorer Santiago Jimenez. Manchester United are planning to make a bid for Benfica centre-back Antonio Silva in the winter, according to the Portuguese newspaper Record. Silva, who has been compared in Portugal to fellow Benfica native and now Manchester City defender Ruben Dias, is seen as a top priority for the Red Devils boss Erik ten Hag in 2024. However, the prospects of a deal will almost entirely depend on the Red Devils' success with offloading Harry Maguire, whom United hope to sell in January ASAP. At the same time, it may get very difficult to take Silva away from Benfica since his contract with the Eagles has a release clause of 100 million euros. At the same time, Benfica are still trying to extend the contract with their graduate. Real Madrid no longer consider it possible to play without a consistent 9 in the attacking line. Karim Benzema's departure was certainly a hard blow for the Merengues, and despite rookie Joselu giving his best to somehow replace the Frenchman, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez is keen on the idea of acquiring a high-profile number 9 next summer. PSG's Kylian Mbappe remains Los Blancos' number 1 option. However, if talks get stalled once again, Napoli striker Victor Osimhen will become Madrid's plan B. We would like to remind you that at the beginning of the summer, Napoli were sure of landing a new deal with Osimhen, but later on, the situation has suddenly become unclear. The recent scandal involving videos from the club's social media platforms mocking Osimhen has caused a huge misunderstanding between the Nigerian and Napoli. Needless to say, the contract renewal is postponed indefinitely, especially if Real Madrid increase their interest further on. Guys, check out more videos from our other projects. New high-quality content comes out almost every day there. Thank you all for your attention, and let's continue to enjoy the European Tournament week.